Just turn it off. Where's that?
Okay, let's call the meeting to order. And first of all, we'll start off with a word of prayer. Dear Father, as we come to this meeting tonight and do the work of the town, we just pray for knowledge and understanding of what needs to be done and make the decisions that best benefits the town. We give you the praise and the glory for directing us and being daily guidance. And just pray that you watch over this meeting and what's said in this meeting and decisions that's made. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So, first of all, it's on the meeting minutes from last month. Is there any changes or deletions or anything on those, or are they good as written?
I ran motion to approve.
Okay. I'll get a second.
Second.
Okay. Motion made and seconded to approve the meeting minutes from last month. While we're on that subject, next month we had a conflict with the board, so we're moving next month's meeting to the third Wednesday, September 15th. Okay. So that
Third Wednesday?
that's the third Monday, is what I say.
Okay.
Did I say Wednesday?
Yeah.
I got that on camera. No, the third Monday.
I won't be able to make that.
Okay.
So,
We can always do the phone thing, or can you do that?
no, I've got another meeting.
Okay. We,
Well, the third, no, okay. I might be able to, as long as it's quick, because I'm going at 7:15.
okay,
So, yeah.
okay. So anyway, I'll make sure I have the date right, don't I? The 15th?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So September 15th will be the public board meeting next month. Okay. Now, moving along, do we have any items that we need to discuss, Ms. Janice? Anything?
The software, the cost for the first year was going to be $5,400, but he was going to cut that back to $2,700. And then each additional year, it would cost us $1,800 for the year for the maintenance and support. So, but the initial outlay would be the $2,700 and then $1,800 per year.
So do you feel comfortable with this software at this point for us to make
At this
decisions?
point, yes.
Okay. So even though it'll be Ruben software, we have to get the checks from Boyce for you to print, right?
This is what I was talking about doing the direct deposit.
Discussion? I feel like if Janice is comfortable with this, I know she spent many months looking back and forth at both of them. And so if she's made a decision that she's comfortable with that, I'd like to have a motion that we accept the software provided by Reuben Cummins Company.
A second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So anyway, so pass, so we'll go with that software. Now, we had, last month, we had an ordinance that we were starting to adopt. We had the first reading, and tonight we have the second reading of ordinance number 2025-4, an ordinance establishing internal control standards and establishing a materiality threshold. Do we have a motion to adopt this?
Make a motion.
Motion made,
I'll second it.
second, motion made and second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. So we need to sign this.
What ordinance number is that?
2025-4. Okay. All right, now moving along, next up is town employee items, and I know Todd's got a couple things on his agenda, so we'll listen to what you got.
Yeah, I just want to let you know the curb project at the school is completed. That's all taken care of. As far as, to deal with the school, the half day, James is taking care of that. The the decal on town trucks, my truck's at salaries today. As soon as it gets done with my truck, then we'll bring the other one up there. So maybe in a day or, a couple days, he'll have that finished. I got a quote for some cold mix asphalt. You guys can look at. I've used that company before. They got good stuff. It's some of the best products I've used. Mainly for just the alleys around town. Got a lot of potholes and a lot of alleys around. Just get a Band-Aid for them for now. I don't know, but yeah, just kind of hold them together for the time being. Later in the future, we might look into seeing if we can start paving a few here and there. I don't know how that would work. It's something to look into.
So this just be patched?
Yeah, that's just a patch. It just fill the hole in. And it's, like I said, it's just patch. Sometimes it's good hard spring rain washes it out. That's the best they got other than blacktopping the whole thing.
How much was that co-mix?
It was
1552 is the quote. Now, how is it stored?
Last year I stored it at the water tower on a concrete pad and we covered it with a tarp. This year I think I'm gonna put it on the roof at the plastic factory.
Okay.
I didn't put it up there last year because I was worried maybe somebody would take a bucket full or something. But all of them just go hole in it if they do. We've been keeping other stuff up there, sand, dirt, I wasn't messing with anything, so I think it'd be safe to be up there.
How long does this last? What's your idea?
That'll last, if you just talking about the shelf life of the cold mix sitting on the ground?
No, like
Or usage?
usage, yeah.
That I'd probably have it used up before winter.
And this is mostly for the alleys, not necessarily the streets.
Yeah, you can put it on the streets too.
Okay.
The streets are decent. There's no major potholes in most of the streets. They're pretty decent. Some's alligator or crack here and there, but that's a different repair of that. The alleys just seem to be getting away pretty quick.
How long has it been since we've done anything to the alleys?
I applied some cold mix to them, I think at the beginning of last year. But like I said, that's just a Band-Aid that might stay in there for a year. You got to fill the hole again. As far as paving any alleys or any major repairs to alleys here in town, I wouldn't know when that was. It don't look like it's been for a long time.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, the sun's got some pretty good craters in them.
Sounds like what you have done has lasted,
Yeah, some of
stayed good for a
some of
while.
it's held up real well. And it'll help out alleys. There's less traffic. Stay in there. A little bit better.
Chad Beasley was concerned about his down there behind him because he's seen going out the way down there by cows.
Mhm.
He said they have that car literally parked right there. His phrase will hold it with his camper.
Right. Yeah.
In case they need to move it back off the alleyway a little bit.
Right. Yeah, we'll check into that. You've got that big tree growing, the roots coming right up through the road there. I don't know if I can cut that road open, saw that root out and then use this to plug the hole back up after I get that done. But it's heating the road up probably.
Yeah, he
like
said
2 foot.
it's a, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Thank you for this. Any other discussion? Thoughts?
I agree with it. I think it's a good idea to have it on hand and just use it as needed. A lot more cost effective than having someone come in and do it, of course.
Yeah.
We have a motion made to accept it.
I make a motion.
I second it.
So motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Lastly, the last thing I've got, mowing season, hopefully wrapping up here pretty quick. So we're always trying to look for something to do, winter time projects, this, that, and the other, and just debating, trying to get some of these sidewalks back, visible at the least. Didn't know, because the sidewalk is a public walkway, but we just don't know if the town owns it, does the property owner own the sidewalks, or how that whole story goes. Most towns, I think the town.
Usually the property owner.
It's a property owner. So if that's the case, I mean, it's on the property owner. Then
I mean,
it's
just
not.
like this one right up through here.
Right.
So you're talking each house would have to,
Yeah, I think most municipalities that I was familiar with, it's a public sidewalk. I think the towns paid to put them in, but the residents, the landowner had to maintain the upkeep on the sidewalk. But if that's the case, then I don't know, we should be out there messing with the technology. If somebody trips and falls on the sidewalk, who do they, some of the sidewalks are rough shape around here. If you trip and fall and break a knee or, break an ankle or
Yeah.
something.
We'll probably just sue everybody.
And it's easier just to say.
well, I know Joe was complaining about his up there because he said that he can't even take his wheelchair out on the sidewalk because it's so
Does it
rough.
depend on if it's on this main road or if it's on a town road and how far it is set in? Doesn't matter. They're all on.
Some of your concerns were just cleaning up where they're grown over with
Yeah,
grass.
clean them over, they're grown over grass, and that'd be a start with them, and then, once you uncover it, you might be uncovering something that looks worse than the grass. I don't know what kind of shape the sidewalk are in under there. Some of them's pretty rough, but, I just didn't know where to start with it, or even if we should start with it.
Well, I had another, somebody come up and asked me too, just like this house back here across from the church. They said that a lot of kids, they park, use their car over the sidewalk, and they've got
Yeah.
bicycles out on the sidewalk.
Right, then we got the little covered bridge down here by the school. It's got a nice sidewalk up through Jim Devers, but in the morning when I come to town, all the kids are walking out in the road in that bridge, and we got vehicles coming, it kind of narrows down, and you got the kids in the road when they could be using the sidewalk up through the little covered bridge and into the school, but his sidewalk's not there anymore. It's covered in grass.
Would be a situation where we have to address it with each homeowner, whether they wanted it fixed or not. How would we handle it?
Depends on what the issue is. Is it just grass or something?
Yeah,
Well, that's not
mostly
the
just
only
grass.
thing.
There's several places in town where, the sidewalks need repair. They're bad. I mean, they're real bad shape, but I think that's probably, if it's on the homeowner, it's nothing we really can deal with there.
I think that would probably be on the town. Yeah, I think the town can repair them. It's supposed to be, like you said, the upkeep of it.
Okay, town repairs them.
Some of that grass,
But keep it clear for travel would be on the homeowner to mow and feed it.
so probably once you start digging some of that grass up, the sidewalk's still there. It's
Yeah,
just
there's
covered
good
up.
sidewalk under a lot of it.
Because I know when I did that for the funeral home, I had about that much of sidewalk that was covered up with the grass, and,
Yeah. That's right.
I mean, it's more work for you all.
But if
Right.
the property owner's not clean up, then I think the town should have the right to go in and clear it and then maintain it from that point.
I think you've got to start somewhere.
Mhm.
Maybe just start getting it cleaned off.
Start getting
See what-
clean.
See what you have.
See if we can get that
You'll probably be able to get some, so they were great, others maybe,
right. Okay.
who knows what you're gonna find.
Might be able to get some vehicles moved too.
What is it?
Might be
Yeah.
able to get some vehicles moved too.
So what would be the route if we was cleaning a sidewalk and the homeowner says, no, I don't want you, don't touch my sidewalk or what have you, we just walk away from it at that point?
Can't imagine you run into that, but no, I think the town can, I think you can proceed with it. If you want.
Okay. All right.
Do we need to make a motion or anything as a board to give them that authority, or just, okay, all right. We have our blessing, how's that?
Thank you.
Just tell them it's cheaper to do it that way than having to buy for a new sidewalk.
Right.
I will say that over the years, I have had people, there's been talk of, I love my sidewalk to
Right.
be
We're selling that thing, you know.
cleaned off and, you know what I mean?
I don't know why when they leave, they don't leave it back.
Well, it just gets that way, and then after years, you forget it's even there.
Right.
Kind
Well, it'd be nice if we got them all cleaned up and then everybody got on board keeping up with their own,
Yeah,
gotta maintain them.
Could you guys deal with the weeds over in front of the meat market too, screwing up the side?
Well, we're probably gonna have to, don't think they're
I
gonna.
don't think they're already. It just makes it look bad.
Right.
I guess some more on that project, we could do the ones uptown that were.
I never like it, it's a weed.
Yeah, we can do that.
I think what we got with the
It's
sidewalks is
the
there's some
crossings grow
residents
so
that
fast.
let them grow over purposely because they don't want people walking through their house. You know, that's, which is not good, but that's why they do
Okay,
it.
no matter what night.
So, I agree, I think that it's beneficial because we don't need people walking the street, and they don't have to. You know, the danger that creates for another gentleman in this room, so maybe it'd be a little better situation for you to clean the sidewalks off so we could use them. Okay. And speaking of other gentlemen in this room, Josh, you're up.
So I gave you guys the information up there with a couple, letterheads. It's got some more information pertaining to it. The lights have been ordered, that you guys approved last month from Mac Lighting Solutions. There was a 6 to 8 week lead time for production and shipment of the lights, so we're expecting those to be in anytime, you know, within this month sometime. Then we'll schedule the appointment, get those installed. The other thing that I have is the tires for the police vehicles. So we got both the Silverado and the Durango are in need of tires. And we need to get that done before inclement weather, preferably before November 1st, I would say. I've got some quotes from a couple places, Jackson County Tire, where we've been doing business with, and then a new place, Hughes and Fleming in Bologna. They're located up towards Millport somewhere. Is that right, Don?
Yeah, I think I'm talking about.
Millport Hill. So they've came in right around $130 cheaper per set of tire. And they're also
this is the same
offering
one.
3 free oil changes with the purchase of each set of tire.
oh, that's good.
Where I think Jackson County's coming in like $1,050 per set of tire. And then our oil changes through them are also like between $65, $70.
What was the other company's name?
Hughes and Fleming,
You're fast.
they're a newer tire shop, so they're seeking some business and trying to
Remember
build.
Bonnie don't work?
Yes. And both places have gave us quotes on good name brand tires. Their speed rating is what we would need for both vehicles. You know, they're not a high dollar pursuit tire or nothing like that, but
Tires for Dodge Stratton, you want to reserve a part of the business, because that's
You
what-
say you had a warranty if you had something happens to
Yeah.
the.
As long as my credit street is open.
so I've turned those quotes in, and then the letter explaining the other stuff, like I've stated. And then, with the board's approval, just let me know if we can move forward with that, or
Did you check with these boys down here?
they sell off-brand tires. So with police vehicles, we're gonna put the tires we need on them, not go for the cheapest tire.
Now, on, these quotes and everything, that's just for the police vehicle, not for the maintenance trucks,
No, it's just for the 2020 Durango
okay?
and then the 2023 Silverado.
Good.
Yep. One quote's for a Bridgestone tire and the other one's for a Falcon Wild Peak.
We have to have tires.
And
And I
both their
appreciate the
speed
two
ratings are
options.
applicable to each vehicle's top speed for pursuit and stuff like that. They're also temp-lide tires with apply sidewalls.
What'd you say about I know you said the maintenance agreement that they had with them, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, so they're also gonna pick up like the maintenance, if we have any issues like flats, if we have a tire gets hole in it, they'll take care of that.
Rotate valve,
Rotate, balance, and then the free oil changes with each purchase. Oil change at this moment So they're gonna be going in probably next week somewhere, no matter what, whether we purchase tires now or not, they're still gonna have to go in for an oil change.
Now, are one of the 4 tires on there, will you keep for a spare? Are they worth keeping or do you have?
We won't be able to, they're both 4-wheel drive vehicles, so everything kind of needs to match.
Okay.
You're not gonna be able to take one tire that's on. Both vehicles do have spare tires on them though, that could get us to where we need to go.
Do they give you any trading value on the tires that you're trading in, or they just take them off your hand?
No, we actually, I think we pay disposal fee on them.
Okay. So I didn't know that. I didn't think they were in good enough shape.
No, I mean, they may be, they may put them on a lot of tire places have a special rack, they sell
Yeah.
$20 tires to the public. But for us, they're not gonna give us any money, we're just basically gonna pay a tire disposal fee and then what they decide to do once on there. Unless you guys want the tires back, then we have that option as well. We
No, I don't think the school needs any tire swings.
I mean, if,
We're
yeah.
good.
We'll pay $20 or whatever.
Yeah. The flyers and painting with put flyers in them in your front yard.
I think trying the new place is a good idea since they have such a better price.
And you're getting the same maintenance and oil changes.
They were, so the old Durango, we just purchased a new set of tires, I think 2 years ago for that, the old one. And we don't use it very often, so those tires are obviously pretty good. But they said in the future, if we got to the point where we needed to do tires like every so often on all 3 vehicles, they would give us 2 sets of tires and the third one free. So it's something else to also think about. If we
That
say,
was Jackson County tire?
No, he was in Fleming.
Oh, okay, good.
And would you want?
2 sets, and you buy 2 sets, and then you get the third set free. So if, say in 3 or 4 years, we need tires for all 3 vehicles again,
Mhm.
then we'll buy 2 sets and then we get the third set
Well, that's good.
free.
Any further discussion?
No.
So do I have a motion for Hughes and Fleming Tire Service to replace the tires on the police vehicles?
I make the motion.
Then also a time frame of when you guys would like that done, if you want us to go ahead and move forward with it now or wait till 1-2 months. I just preferably would like it done before November, 1st of November.
Are your tires good now? I mean, you could wait till,
No, they need tires on them.
okay, then
I mean, they'll last, hopefully, but
I would
we're due for tires at
replace
this point.
them. That's just my opinion, but that can be dangerous.
We'll make a motion to have the tires on both vehicles replaced at your discretion. And do I need a motion? I mean, I'd like to have a motion to do that. Motion made. Second.
A second.
And all in favor say aye.
Aye.
So give Janice, she's already got that copy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I want to ask, on the website, maybe publicize a little bit here.
So we have the website up and running. It's townofmedora.com. It's not finished, it's a work in progress, but it started. And we're adding new things to it all the time. I also, starting with last month's meeting, we have the recorded version on there that anybody can view, and will stay on there for at least 90 days, if not longer. And tonight, I created a Medora YouTube channel and sent that out to Medora Talk just so we can have people start subscribing. So I'm using YouTube to live stream our meetings from now on. And then that will also be uploaded through a link to the website. So there'll be 2 places people can go to watch our town monthly meetings, and they will be left on there for a minimum of 90 days, if not longer. So they can watch them while we're having them live on the YouTube, or they can watch them afterwards on the website. And we would love to have feedback from anybody of what you would like to see on the website. We've come up with our own ideas, but anybody, for instance, I've been talking to several people about a historical section where we have some old town photos and, exciting things like that. I've talked to people about maybe recording some live videos with old historical stories and then uploading them to the website with the photos just for some fun, like interactive, because we have a lot of people in town that have lived here all their lives. And some of those stories are like really cool to put out there and share. So that's just an example. But anything else anybody would like to see on the website, I'm open to any feedback for that too.
And you had one more item.
Okay, so cats. We're always talking about the cat problem in Medora. And so I'm a volunteer for the Big Fix of Jackson County for probably about the seven years now. We, all over Jackson County, do trap, neuter, and return for feral, free roaming community cats. We also do low-cost spay neuter for people's owned cats. So we typically, for the last 7 years, have paid for that 100% for the town of Medora. But we're kind of in a situation now where we're low on funds, and we'll still be fundraising, we'll still be putting money into that. But right now, I have about a list of 10 locations for community cats it's 10 cats, it's not 10 locations, it's 10 cats. It's 3 locations. For cats that need to be spayed and neutered, and kittens that need to be picked up. For kittens, what I try to do, because their survival rate is not great out on the street. So what I try to do is after they're weaned, I actually take them and I have all their vet work done. And then I'm hooked up with Canine Express, and I am in contact with shelters in northern Indiana and western Ohio. And we have a website that they actually pick our kittens and we transport them. So what I need is, here's the cost. It costs us $60 per cat for trap, neuter, return, okay? And that includes spay, neuter. It includes a rabies vaccine, which is important as well. All these cats are running around not vaccinated. It includes upper respiratory all the vaccinations and the testing that the cat needs to be healthy, so that they're also not spreading disease in our community. So at this point, like I said, I have about 10 cats. It's about $60 a piece that I'm having a difficult time getting on our list because my group is out of money. So I would love to see some type of contribution, because I know everybody talks a lot about the cats running all over the community. And trap, neuter, return isn't
Are we allowed?
ideal, but it gets us started in the right direction of not having the cats do pay constantly. And these are typically property owners that request this from me, is what it is. I have permission to go on their property, and it's just a free roaming cat who's having kittens all over the place. One that's on my list, she's on like her 5th litter right now. So.
Those become entertainment for me, driving around the golf cart, my grandson counting how many cats he sees,
Yeah.
and he predicts the number he's gonna see.
Yeah. And the good news is we have been able to make a difference just with our donations, because I always know when I go out to pick up cats, if I see one with an already ear tipped, so I do pick up those that are ear tipped and I release them right back. So that tells me we're making a difference, like long term.
Nancy, do you have a question?
I think we'd have to have a state board of accounts about donations.
And if there's another way we could set that up, that would be fine too. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't
I'm in
know what
favor
the,
of trying to
legalities
control the
are.
cats,
but I just feel like we need to do something to help. And one of the reasons that we are low on funds is the first few months of spring, I filled up 2 of our transports with Medora cats. At least 30 cats I took and we paid for it, and I had them fixed. So that's one of the reasons we are very low on funds.
I'm in favor too, but like Dana said, she may want to check just to make sure, because know how to pay it and all that.
Okay. So maybe, do we want to put it on?
You know,
Did it for next time.
Yeah.
Carry it over.
The only thing is, in the meantime, we've got the cats having kittens, We've got the cats having kittens.
Do you have any thoughts on that? We get all these, or the way we go about it, or,
Just to check and see what it is.
okay, just make sure. All right, so we'll, table that for now and have another discussion about it in September and see if, by then, if we can get some answers from state board of council, how we proceed. So do you have anything else for us, Robert? You have anything, Robert? You got anything else? Dennis, you got anything else?
I do have one thing.
Let's see there.
Are we not doing anything about the people moving campers if we want?
I've got follow-up on that later to discuss.
How about our community patrons? Do you have anything?
One of the questions I was going to ask, is, what's about the camper situation and stuff, is just want to know what's going on in the community that we're doing.
As far as the campers go, we have most of the people that are following the rules.
Good.
We have 2, I think, that we gave 12 months to work on their property. And then we have a few others that are not complying that we need to address. So that's kind of where we're at with that. But we have seen an improvement for sure.
Wonderful.
We have one gentleman that's wanting to start a so-called trailer park with just RVs, and we're trying to put an axe on that because that's not legal. So we're trying to curtail that so that doesn't get started. So,
Well, we have a campground nearby,
yeah, it's true.
very nearby.
So,
And I will say, this is not something that we just came up with on our own. I mean, it's other towns are making this ruling as well.
Well, it's stakes action.
And it's,
they're not a
yeah,
permanent living structure.
yeah, they're not. And so really, it's never been okay. And we just have to update ourselves within city limits. Because it's not a permanent living structure. And, it's a safety hazard, and also, to be frank, we don't want, 50 campers living in the coming years, because they can't go anywhere else. So,
It's about property values and everything else you're dealing with. Okay, we have nothing else. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
No motion to adjourn.
I second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
1 second.
It's one over here. It's nice and cool over there, but over here on purpose.